For today's mission, we're on the hunt for kingfishers. Let's see if we can find any. Okay, so I've reached the spot where the kingfishers are. It's at the confluence of this little stream here and the river. Pretty standard setup for me today. Obviously the Sony A1 Mark II, the Sony 600mm prime lens. I don't have to employ any magical trickery to get good photos and video footage of the birds. When they do come, they'll sit on the perch and they're usually fairly stationary. They're not moving around too much, so it should be relatively easy to get good photos and video footage of them. I have brought a couple of additional items with me today. I've brought a pair of waders with me just in case I want to get in and change the angle that I'm shooting from. It's pretty shallow and clean here, so I'm not sure if I'll actually go through the hassle of putting the waders on. I may just take my socks and shoes off and wade through if I need to. The other thing I've had to bring is my old man stool. I feel like a curmudgeon-y old grandpa because my knees are shot from too much sport, and kneeling and crouching at the moment's causing me a lot of pain. So I've had to bring the old man stool with me to make things a little bit more comfortable. We'll see how we go. Hopefully the birds turn up soon. The rarely spoken about and unglamorous part of wildlife photography is the tedious waiting that you do. These birds still haven't shown up. I'm pretty sure in the introduction I forgot to actually say what species of kingfisher we're after today. So I'm photographing Azure kingfishers. The difference between these ones and the sacred kingfishers that I showed you earlier in the season is that they're much smaller, and these ones aren't migratory. They're usually resident to an area, so around Melbourne there's a few little pockets of them. They will move within those areas that they're living in, but they won't go on huge migrations interstate or anything like that. Finally, here we go. They've turned up. Nice. They're actually very friendly for kingfishers, surprisingly. Normally they're a bit more skittish, but these ones seem to be pretty calm around me here. And you can see I'm not using any camouflage or anything. They know that I'm here. They're just choosing to perform nicely. I don't think I managed to get that on camera, but I was just about to change position and one of the kingfishers flew right past me. It almost flew into me. It was only about maybe a foot away from me as it came past. It was pretty cool. I feel like I have to apologise for all the background noise. So where we are, it's actually in a very public park. It's a very popular area to come to. So you might hear some parks people doing some chainsawing in the background, but the biggest noise we'll probably hear is people riding over this bridge that I'm sitting under. So you can see the bridge there. It's a very popular park for bike riders and they're just constantly going over it. It sounds like a thunderstorm or something. So I'm just gonna try and go for something a bit creative now, and I've set up for an attempt at a wide angle shot. I'm really not sure how this is going to go. I'll probably give this in the vicinity of 1 to 2% of actually working. So I'll just show you what I've done. So you can see, have my camera here on a tripod, and I'm just pointing it with a wide angle lens at this branch here where the kingfisher seems to like coming to perch. As I said, pretty low percentage of this actually working, but if it comes off, it might make for a pretty interesting shot. My attempt at wide angle photography there was a complete disaster. The bird wanted nothing to do with it. At one stage it did fly towards the branch, but as soon as it saw the camera it veered off and went to another perch. So one thing, or a couple of things I could think about doing differently, obviously the main thing would be to set the camera there permanently or as a camera trap, but there's just no way I'm going to do that here. The camera would last probably an hour or two before it got appropriated. One other thing I could think of doing at another date, if I come back, is to try and camouflage the camera. So putting like camouflage netting over it or something, and see if that is enough to get the bird to land there. Something to try again in the future. That might be the end of today's session, unfortunately. For a bit of bonus content before I sign off on this video, it's obviously not kingfisher related, but I couldn't resist showing you because it's one of the most adorable animals on planet Earth. Is this tiny little owlet nightjar that's hiding up in the tree hollow just here. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you back on the channel very soon.